Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle here, but we're not in the middle. I was just waiting because we're like 500 meters away, so I was waiting for him to get close to us before starting the battle here, obviously. If you remember last episode, we're defending Hus Felipe against a decent sized army. I think it's like 500 or something, so it's not really a problem for us. But we should be able to just crush them here. We've obviously got a good defense. Well, we have 100 men charging out of the town to help us. We've got our 400 force. I think they have about 500 men, so I think we're about even in numbers. But we're definitely not even, considering just how good our men are. Actually, our archers still holding fire. Yeah, they are. I held fire with the archers so they didn't kill a bunch of men before meeting our lines, because obviously I didn't start the episode. We killed all the missile cav, but besides that, we haven't killed anybody. There was like, I think 30 missile cav or something like that. But now that we've got the archers support, we can definitely easily clean them up. I think that's why we were losing a lot of men, because our archers weren't picking up any kills, which obviously is not good. But obviously we're still waiting for war sales. I'm not sure if war sales is going to come out before the end of this campaign. I do keep saying that, obviously, but it's just worth bringing it up. And I still haven't put out a poll, actually. Thinking about it now, I might want to think about doing it. But if you guys want me to put out a poll and I forget, just put in the comments to remind me and I will do it. But obviously that's for the next campaign after this if War Sales doesn't come out, which could be quite good. It definitely could be quite good. I'm thinking of maybe going more towards like archers or infantry only instead of a specific type, maybe to mix it up a bit. But let me know in the comments, and obviously remind me about the poll in the comments. This is most likely just a victory here, because you only have like 150 men, 250 men left, and we just heavily crush them. They do spawn a while back, so we're gonna have to push the infantry a bit and the archers. The cavalry actually isn't getting involved at all, so we'll charge them. But we're definitely doing very nicely here. We've managed to crush 230 of them, and we've only lost 60 men, which most of the 60 aren't even us, it's the garrison. Ooh, I did just take big damage. But I think this is definitely going very nicely. I'm not sure what we're going to siege. Oh, actually, I think we were planning on sieging more of the Kuzet castles to finish the Kuzets off. I think that's what we were in the middle of doing in the last episode, when I obviously ended off the episode. So I think we're going to obviously be sieging some Kuzet castles this episode. Maybe finishing off Kuzet, I'm not too sure. We'll obviously see. We'll see what we can get done. We might have to wait till next episode to finish off the Kuzets, but we definitely should be able to finish them in the next 2 episodes. There's definitely a very good chance. But there's 60 men left. Where are they? Yeah, it's just 50 infantry really. So we're just going to charge our infantry and move our archers forward. And we should just be able to clean up the remaining 50 of them. Is there a bigger group like back here? No, it looks like they're just kind of in a few groups of like 12 or something like that, I think. Yeah, it looks like there's one big group here and then one slightly smaller group. But we should just be able to clean the rest of their forces up. And obviously this is pretty nice because the Kuzets are definitely weak, so they can't just be losing 500 men, especially for only about probably like 70 kills. Yeah, the Fiend champions are managing to pick up quite a few kills here, and that's definitely the victory here. So that's very nice. Obviously they've got 4 men left, but we should just be able to kill them. Yeah, so that's the victory. That's pretty nice. And I can obviously just free them for a relation. I've actually got too many prisoners. We're just gonna obviously take what we can get. We do have 10 less men, which we could do with getting some men to fill the ranks. But we've just defended Hus Felipe. Azua's getting sieged. So I'm going to gather an army and I'll be back once we're sieging Odrasai, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We're gathering an army. We're not ready to siege Orzhov quite yet, but there is a vote for peace, which we definitely don't want, so I'm gonna just stop that. It did cost me almost 1,000 influence, but it's worth it because we do not want peace at all. So I'll be back once we're sieging Orzhov, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back as you can see, and we're obviously in the siege here. Hus Felipe is also getting sieged, so that is kind of a problem. But we can probably go ahead and defend it after this siege, obviously. And if we don't lose anything, then we're going to be doing definitely good, because we're going to have gained 2 castles already in this episode. And 2 castles and then 2 armies isn't that bad. Ooh, if our archers were set up when they were climbing, well, actually going down the ladders, that would have been very nice for kills. Can our men not figure out what ladders up? Where are they going? It looks like they want to go to the other side of the ladders, which just doesn't make sense. Now they're going up the actual ladders, which is good. Yeah, it looks like the rest of the men are regrouping. I'm gonna wait for some men to get up the walls. Like I normally, well, I say normally do. I normally rush up the walls and die. But obviously, ooh, we're gonna wait for probably like 2 or 3 more men to get on these ladders. And then I'm gonna go up. Yeah, I'm gonna go up now. And that's gonna mean there's a decent chunk of men fighting on the walls with me, and I can help them break the walls instead of me just trying to break them myself. Well, break their formation on the walls. Yeah, we have 80 fiend champions, so most of the archers are mine. But they're picking up quite a lot of kills. They managed to pick up almost 40 kills. And they're not even on the wall. Yeah, we're slowly just breaking them. We've actually took half this wall already. Just after me getting up for 2 seconds, we've managed to break half the wall. Yeah, we own most of the ladder part now, which means we can just push in. I don't know why some of our men have pushed that far up. Yeah, that was very quick. We managed to wipe their full wall. The archers did help a lot. They got 62 kills, which I'm assuming quite a bit of it's on infantry. So 62 kills is definitely going to be helping us. Yeah, I am also getting quite a few kills. I've got 17 kills. It's not the most, but it's definitely helpful. Yeah, we're absolutely just crushing them here. If we can open this gate, then we can flood the archers through, and there's no shot at keeping this. They're probably going to shut it, so I'm not going to go inside and open the main gate. I can let one of my men do it. Yeah, we're absolutely just destroying them here. This is actually going to be a problem if I die, because there's one guy in there. Yeah, if we could just keep opening the gate. If I can open the actual gate in a minute here, then that could be good. They're getting quite a bit of reinforcements, which I didn't even... Oh, actually, yeah, they have 400. I thought they had 600. I thought we already defeated 2 waves of them. But yeah, it makes sense because they do have 400 men-ish. So it makes sense that they have 400 men. But we're definitely going to go ahead and crush them because they've got like 100 and something militia. Yeah, 60 militia now. But they had probably like 120 of their men were militia originally, so they just stand 0 chance. I'm going to start opening the gate now. Hopefully nobody shuts this, or at least not until I'm inside the actual castle. Yeah, now men can start charging through. And then once our archers are in here, there's no way we're going to take any serious casualties. We weren't anyway, but it also means we can flood through reinforcements faster. There is only 50 men left though, so it is basically just the victory here. Obviously that's very nice though. We've took another castle. We do need to defend Hus Felipe again. I don't know what size the army is, but we do have about 1,000 men. So we should just be able to crush them here. I am actually getting pushed up the stairs, which I don't want to go. I'm actually going to go towards where they're going to retreat, just in case somebody slips through. I can go ahead and kill them. Yeah, it looks like most of their men are getting caught. Oh, there, they killed the last guy. That took a while for the last few troops to be found, but it's not too bad. We obviously can't take the prisoners here, but we're definitely not doing too bad this episode. We could also do with... We've obviously got this vote. We've probably got that vote in a second. And we could also do with defending Hus Felipe here. How many defenders is Ordresai? Oh, 128. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, so we're going to head to Hus Felipe. Ordresai. I'm pretty sure it's an Imperial fief. So it could do with going to him. And if we can defend Hus Felipe, that's obviously not going to be bad. How many castles do they have? 4 in a town. Well, after they take Azua. That's not too bad. We might be able to crush them this episode. Oh, with the north. If the north sieges something, we can crush them this episode. I'm not sure if we can siege. Thinking about what we're already like a bit through this episode, we might not be able to take 4 castles and a town in one episode. But we can definitely get them ready to be destroyed next episode. We're also just going to crush this little 200-man army. Yeah, that can go to Krotor too, I guess. And yeah, we're going to try and crush this army here. Yeah, they've got 200 men. If we can crush this, which we definitely can, I think we're going to reinforce the garrison, then we're going to... I think what we're going to do is we're just going to let our men do what they want. We outnumber them an extreme amount. So we don't even really need to have command. It would just be good if we could get a lot closer with them.
Cavalry! Cavalry!
Actually, I'm going to take back command.
Soldiers, move!
And I'm just going to get the men moving on formation. Because it's better if they're in loose formation and not doing as much but under my command than whatever they're doing right now. Oh, actually the cavalry would just be sat doing nothing if they sat there. Yeah, and we can hopefully take some horse archers down. But it's definitely not going terribly. This episode is actually going very nice. The Khuzaits are definitely weak. I'm going to actually check out how strong they are after this. Ooh, I don't want to be going down this early in the battle. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be going down this early in the battle. The glaive just do too much damage. Yeah, if our archers get set up, we should be able to pick quite a few of them off on the retreat. Yeah, it looks like we are getting some of them. No, we haven't got a single one really. The Fiend Champions have managed to kill 1 horse archer. I killed the other 2. So we haven't done that much. We also do need to advance still.
Move! Form a shield wall!
Which we're just going to advance the infantry for now. And let the archers kind of just sit back. Actually, we're going to advance the archers a little bit.
Wheel to enemy!
Yeah, we're going to advance the archers a little bit. We've got 122 cavalry, which I didn't notice. So we've got a very big cavalry presence. Yeah, we should be crushing them then if we've got... I'm not sure whether to just charge the They've got 120 men in total. I think we should just charge, really.
Swords move!
Get the archers set up here. Once the archers get set up, we just full charge everybody. Because we outnumber them
Forward!
in cavalry alone. So if we push them with 240 men head on, with some archers, we should be able to just crush them.
Stand apart! Form a line!
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of retreating a little bit. If our archers can get set up, I'm not sure if that will be in range, but it should be.
Move forward!
I think we're gonna make them go a little bit further.
Troops! Attack!
Oh, there's one guy that just charged fully ahead and he's gonna get himself killed. And I definitely did not help by missing my shot and hitting him.
Move! Move!
We're gonna just group up the infantry there. Because the infantry's, I don't know why, but it's scattered. Extremely scattered. Yeah, now the infantry's grouped up, they're actually charging us.
Attack! Charge!
Which means we're going to charge the infantry, charge the cavalry. I'm not sure if archers are in range, but we outnumber them enough that they don't really need to be. Yeah, and we should get an easy victory out of this. Obviously, it is a weak army, but it's better to be a little bit careful and save like 40 men than be very aggressive and lose an extra 40 men. Even though we do have a big army, we need to preserve the army to finish off the Khuzaits. And we've got another 3 armies, but they're not very powerful. Yeah, they've got 75 men as reinforcements, I think, but we should just be able to crush them, as well as I think the archers are still in range, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, we're kind of just destroying them here. If I realised that they... Well, I did realise that, and I realised we outnumbered them a lot, but if I realised we could have just took them like this, I would have been a bit more aggressive at the start. But we did get set up nicely. We did manage to pick off like 4 even before even meeting their lines, so I think that definitely did help. So I think it might have been worth it. It did stall the battle a little bit, but I think overall it was worth it. But obviously, we're going to be back probably with the Shibble Siege after this battle. Which, after that, they're going to have 3 castles left. We can maybe get another 1 or 2 castles done this episode. I don't think we're going to be able to get the 4 done, because there's 4, I think. There's 4 castles in 1 town. I don't think we're going to be able to get that done. I'll have a look, and we can see what they have. Ooh, there's actually 24 men. I'm going to take those 3 and see what we have that I'm not that bothered about. There's actually not really that much that I'm not bothered about. Yeah, so we just got all of our men that we've lost back, which is definitely good. How many fiefs do they have? Yeah, so Shibble. Yeah, so we can probably siege either we can probably siege Shibble, Tamien, and maybe Sinala. Maybe Sinala. I'm not sure. We can go ahead and see. So I'll be back once we're ready to siege Shibble. So I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we're obviously in the siege here. What I did have to do is I did have to relaunch the siege because at first it was glitched. Like in the previous episodes where the map looked very weird. That's what it was. Oh, they've actually split the unit that I just combined. It's quite annoying that they just tell me that they want to split it and it happens. But obviously we can just reconfirm it. Yeah, once we get most of our men up here. Where's the rest of the men actually? Yeah, the rest of the men are heading over now. So we should just be able to advance them a little bit more. And then once they get a bit closer, we can charge them. Yeah, I think we can charge them now. And it should work. Perfect. Yeah, we can definitely get up on the walls. They've only got 100 men defending against our 300 currently. So we've got more archers than they do. Men. So, well, I think we have more archers. Yeah, we have 105 archers. I assumed we had more archers considering we had 88 Fiend Champions of mine. Ooh. That soldier got absolutely just destroyed. We should be able to definitely take this quickly here though. Because they've only got 100 men, so once we get like 50 men on the walls, they're just gonna fall back. They're already falling back to like 6 men. So they're definitely not gonna be able to hold for much longer. They definitely can't put up a very nice defense where they can take out like 400 of us, which is good because we need to, obviously we've got more stuff to siege and we need to be killing them as much as possible here. Yeah, this is obviously going pretty nicely. We are in a little bit of danger just in case we get smacked by these glaives because they can deal like 40 damage to me, which obviously 2 hits of 40 damage means I'm dead and I can't help in the battle anymore, which would not be good. Yeah, they're actually holding a bit longer than I thought they would, just because a few men aren't dying. So they're actually holding back our full unit. And as I said, that may end up falling. Archers is actually at the front with me, which, if you don't know, that's one of, like, a powerful lord. And he goes down, as I said, he's a powerful lord. That's a bit funny. These guys that were defending straight up just saw me and then just started running away. Yeah, we should be able to take this very nicely, considering we've probably got like 70 men in the walls, and they've got 60. And if they have like a reinforcement of like 200 or something, it's still not going to make a difference, because they're going to get the reinforcements in hundreds. Oh, I could do with... I was going to say falling back, but the infantry just met me. So I don't need to fall back. Yeah, we're absolutely just sweeping through them here. They've got 12 kills and we've got 65. And we have to take the walls. That's when we lost all the men. Ooh, somebody's actually went ahead and opened the gate for us. Ooh, I could probably do with falling back a little bit just because of my HP. And because we don't have much men here to support me, really. I thought I was pushing with a big group, but it ended up just being like 3 or 4 men behind me that I thought was a big group. So we just ended up taking like a 4v like 40. I lost a bunch of health because of that. Yeah, they've got 20 men left. And it's probably all on that wall. Which we can just pick off with arrows while our infantry just swarm them. Ooh, the Battanian scout just took an arrow for him. I'm actually getting hit by an archer somewhere. I'm not sure where the archer is. Yeah, they've got 5 men left. So we basically crushed them here. There might be 1 or 2 men in the gates. No, they just opened the gates to open them. Yeah, they've got 3 men left, which our men are going to hunt for because I've got no clue where they are. They might be glitched in the wall. For those of you who've watched the channel quite a bit, there's just one wall in this castle that's the glitchiest wall that troops always get stuck in. And my men are getting in the way. Yeah, there is. Yeah, they always get stuck in here, and you have to get like amazing bow shots to kill them. I'm going to try and kill them, and if I can't, we'll obviously go ahead and I'll be back. If we can somehow manage to kill them, then obviously that will be good. So I'll be back once they're hopefully dead, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. I've just managed to kill them. I just swung a bunch at the door and they managed to walk into the swings, which is pretty good. Obviously that saved us doing the siege again, which they might have had like 40 men or something. So it wouldn't have been the best. And we can obviously just move to Tamiyan here, unless they're sieging Tamiyan, because they were going to siege Shibble. So if they decide to siege Tamiyan, then I'm going to skip Tamiyan and go to the next siege. I think we are going to only be able to fit in maybe one more castle. We might be able to squeeze in one more, but we can see. Yeah, both the armies are thinking, because I'm not sure if they have enough forces to siege. No, that's got 200, so they definitely have enough. Yeah, they're planning on sieging Tamiyan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to... Actually, I'm going to skip to that castle, Jalmari, because we can siege Senala and then Raziel next episode, and we can just get the Khuzits defeated here. Then we could maybe defeat the south. There's actually 5 kingdoms. I was going to say there's only going to be 4. Yeah, there's... Oh, actually the Azari. I was going to say we could defeat the south, or Britannia. But there's the north, there's the Valandians, there's Britannia, the south, and Azari. I think what we're going to do is we're going to crush the Azari next. But I'll be back once we're sieging Jalmari, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we're sieging Jalmari. Ooh, is that going to hit us? Luckily that missed, otherwise I would have done a lot of damage to our formations. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to take the ladders here, which might be in range of the catapult. I'm not too sure. We can see. I don't think I'm going to split the formation quite yet. But we can definitely combine the archers. I meant combine the formations, not split them. Because in a map like this, they're not too far away, so I'm not sure if we want to combine all of our efforts on one ladder. Because it's the fact of we've got far away forces that aren't going to help us much, but we can distract them on both sides, with the archers being the brunt of the damage on this side. They should be charging their ladders, but they're actually sending... Yeah, they're sending a decent chunk of their forces to reinforce us. I don't know why. We're going to try and go up myself here. The Fiend Champions have already managed to pick up almost 40 kills, which is extremely good. That's extremely good. They managed to pick up 40 kills before we even got on the walls. Which those 40 kills are making us win this battle, because we've only got 10 kills. And they've got 13, so we would be losing. But with the way we outnumber them, we're definitely not losing. But with the Fiend Champions, we're absolutely just crushing their formation. I do need to be a little bit careful. Yeah, for getting surrounded. Because that's the main way I die. I get on the wall, I get surrounded. Obviously I don't have a shield, so I can't block. Ooh, I'm very close to going down. Yeah, I sadly did go down. Yeah, we should just be able to crush them anyway. Yeah, we should definitely be able to crush them. I'm just going to play it on normal speed for a minute here, because it's just a little bit too laggy, and I don't want my game to crash. Obviously, just before we end the episode, I don't want my game crashing. Yeah, we're just going to kind of play it in fast speed and a little bit in slow speed here. But we should just be able to clean up their walls. Obviously, it was a little bit sad that I went down real quick, but we have got quite a few nice battles this episode. That's definitely pretty nice. And I think we are going to end off the episode here. Obviously, I have been putting out a little bit of shorter episodes, but I think the little bit of shorter episodes is more fun because they're shorter episodes because I'm cutting out more of the like boring stuff. So I am recording like an hour and a half or something like that. Sometimes I'm recording like 50 minutes and you get like a 40-minute video or whatever, but I'm recording obviously and I'm chopping out more of the me just walking about bit, and there's more action obviously in the episodes. Obviously I can't do that early game when there's not really much action to do, but that's obviously very nice. We can go ahead and give that to, yeah, we can give that to him. And now obviously we're going to end off the episode here. They've got one castle and one town left because just assume Tamien's taken. So they've got Sinala and Razil left, which we're going to take next episode here. And obviously in the next episode we can crush the Khuzaits. Then we can go ahead and hopefully wipe out the Azari. Maybe not in next episode, considering that's 3 towns and 3 castles in one episode. But we can go ahead and see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button for more. Thanks for watching, because I really do appreciate all the support in the videos. So thank you guys so much. Peace.